choreographer. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, you came on,
sense.
and honestly, I remember everybody loving you. You were just so kind and so fun, and you always brought energy. I remember you telling me a story. I remember, because that was the other thing I was going to say, is that that was my fourth baby, and I do remember being super preoccupied. Like, I remember being like, I was at work, and then I was like, as soon as I was out of work, I was in the car and like speeding
Baby
home.
mode, yeah.
So I was definitely in that part of my life. The vulnerability and like just because like you said, when you came with such excitement, but then when you get to work together for a while and you have this time sat at the chairs or whatever, you actually do get to know people. And so then all of a sudden you hear these stories and you get a different sense of them. And it's not all just, one thing. Like we're all going through something
100%.
or have been through something, and how we deal with it and sharing that is actually, I do think, very much contributes to our chemistry together on shows.
100%.
Yeah, it's funny because when we were doing the rewatch back, you guys have a couple scenes together, and I was like, damn, your chemistry. Like, if you had stayed on our show, like, this could have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was it that, do you remember creatively why that did not end up happening? What was the conversation of you going from one show to the other?
Oh, there was no conversation at first. I was just like, no, it was like going from episode to episode. And again, because I was so new, I was like, every
You're like, I have
episode
two
was like
shows.
a gift.
Yeah, yes,
And
of course.
then it wasn't until season 3, my third season, so season 16 of Grey's, that I started going to station. And then it was like a kind of a random pitch from Krista. And then at the table read, the chemistry between Danielle and I was so good that they were like, okay, let's keep it going.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the chemistry.
Yes.
You felt that instantly, even at the table read?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there, okay, so your characters, because it's just, sometimes this happens on shows, and it happened on Station 19, where you have an ensemble cast and you have all these different couples, and then just one couple ends up just being explosive. Like the fans just blow up over them. And that happened for you guys.
It did, for sure.
Did you know that the fan reaction to you guys, did you feel that very early on, or did it take time?
I feel like it's a good question. I feel like we felt that it was easy, but it was effortless. It was easy. It wasn't like, let's make this work. Let's make this special. It was just like, it was easy to show up. And but I feel like it was a similar thing between Arizona and Karina. Like, I was supposed to be there for 2 episodes, and then it was just easy and effortless, and it worked. And from 2 episodes and it was supposed to be like a quick love, like a passionate thing. It just ended up becoming more like a love story.
Yeah.
Did the fandom embrace this Station 19 relationship instantly?
Yeah, because I think also the way the Karina and Arizona broke up was very definite. She went to Cali, and nobody was mad at that. They were like, sure, like Arizona and Cali.
What do you mean when I left on season 14?
Yeah.
I'm imagining, or I'm making up, that Meg bringing Arizona back had to like come up with whether or not she was going to address where Arizona was, and was she with Callie or wasn't. And so we didn't. They left it. So there was like a little bit of a moment at your wedding that was,
it teased it, but it didn't confirm
but it never
anything.
said it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's smart to leave that
In my
too.
mind, yeah,
because I feel like it's potential for story.
Yeah.
You're not locking yourself into anything in one episode that you're back for.
Yeah.
That's true, actually.
I think Arizona, I feel like what we probably needed that would have like sealed the deal is if we'd had some kind of obstacle. We needed an obstacle. We didn't get like a full like, you can't be together because.
Right. Something.
Yeah. And so then, because then if we could have overcome it, then people would have championed it.
Okay, so then was there any storyline that you guys had on the show that you were not into, that you kind of wished had played a different way?
I mean, everybody know the diehard fans know that, but I feel like at the end I was a little sick of talking about IVF. I was like, oh.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, she's almost been pregnant for 3 years, for three seasons, but because I feel like we were tied to Grey's Anatomy.